Hi everyone, Kevin here. Today I want to show you how you can get Microsoft Word entirely for free. First, I'll show you how you can get Word on the web, and second, I'll show you how you can install Word on your PC. Also entirely for free. Both of these methods are completely legal. If there's one that interests you more, feel free to use the timestamps down below in the description. All right, well, let's jump on the PC. Method number one, you can get Microsoft Word for free on the web by going to the website office.com. Once you land on office.com, there are three different options. If you already have a Microsoft account, so let's say you use Skype or Xbox, or maybe you used Office before, chances are you already have an account and you could simply sign in. Down below, if you don't have a Microsoft account, don't worry, you can also sign up for the free version of Office by clicking on this link, and this will prompt you to set up a new Microsoft account. There's also a third option over here to get Office. This brings you to a marketing website where you can purchase Office, but hey, the video today is how you can get Office for free, so let's go ahead and sign in. Once you click on sign in, you will see one of the best kept secrets. Office.com gives you free access to Microsoft Word. Not only do you get Microsoft Word, you can also get Excel, PowerPoint, and a whole bunch of other very powerful apps, but we're talking about Word today. Over on the left-hand side, to kick off a new Word document, you can click on this create icon, and right up at the top, you can start a new Word document. Also, if we go down here, we can click on the Word icon, and this drops us on the Word start page. Here too, we could also start a new document, or we could jump into one of these templates. Here we can see more templates. Once you've been using Word on the web, you'll be able to get back to all of your recent documents down below. Back on office.com, let's say that you have a Word document that maybe you started on your computer, or maybe you started working on it somewhere else, and now you want to work on that document on the web. Well, you could very easily get a document from your computer or maybe a flash drive into the web. How do we do this? Well, all you need to do is simply get your document and then drag and drop it onto office.com. So here I have a sample document. You see this blue highlight appear, and once I release, here you see that it automatically uploads it for me. And if I just wait a moment, this will automatically open it in Word. This has now opened this document in Word, and what do you know? Look at this text within the document. It says to make sure to subscribe to the Kevin Stratford YouTube channel. So if you haven't done that yet, please go ahead and do that. Now, although we're working on a document using Word online, that doesn't mean you can't take that document and get it back onto your computer. Up in the top left-hand corner under the File menu, if you click on this, there's the option to save as. When you click on this, well, you could save a copy online under whatever name you want, and right down below, there's also the option to download a copy to your computer. So you could take a document, upload it, work on it using Word Online, and then you can download a copy again to your computer. And not only can you just download a Word document, you could also get a PDF and an ODT. I don't know what an ODT is, but I guess it's cool that you have that format as well. You might be wondering, well, why would I ever want to install Office when I could just use Word on the web? Well, with Word on the web, well, you have to be online. Also, it's missing some of the functionality that you find in the desktop app, but it has the functionality that you're likely going to use most often. Here, when I go through the menus, you'll see most of the things that you'll use most often. In the past, it was missing table of contents, and that's now also available on the web. Also, one thing that might surprise you is the web has some functionality that the desktop version of Word does not have. Here, for example, under the Home tab, if we go over to Dictate, you can take an audio file and have Word Online transcribe that for you. That's not something you could do on the desktop. Next, I want to show you an even easier way that you can access Word on the web if you're on a Windows 10 computer. If you have Windows 10, it includes an app called Office. To access this app, simply go down to the taskbar and click on Search, and then type in Office. You'll see the best match appear for the Office app. Let's go ahead and click on that. This opens up the Office app, and it probably looks very familiar to what we just saw on office.com. Here too, you can access Word the exact same way. In the top left-hand corner, once again, you could click on the create icon, and here we could kick off a blank new Word document. Also, if I click on the Word icon on the left-hand side, this will bring me to the Word start page, and just like before, we could kick off a new document, jump into one of these templates, and we could also get back to recent documents. So this is is one more way to access Word on the web. One of the very nice features down here on my taskbar, you see the Office icon. If I right click on this, I can get back to recent documents, PowerPoints, Excel files, and I could also kick off a new document directly from here. So I don't even have to open the app to kick off a new Word document. Now that we've looked at how you can get Word on the web entirely for free, next I want to show you how you can install Office on your desktop. And first, I want to start with the approach that you can use if you're a student, or maybe if you're a teacher or an administrator at an educational institution. Head over to the following URL, and yeah, you don't have to type it in. You could simply go into the description of this video and you could click on the link there. Once you land on this page, you can type in your school email address down below. Once you finish typing in your email address, click on Get Started to see if you're eligible to download and install Office for free. Once you type in your email address, it'll ask you if you're a student or a teacher, so select the one that you are. Once you finish signing up your account, once again, you'll land on the website that we saw earlier in this video, and that's office.com. If you're eligible, on office.com in the top right-hand corner, you'll see an option to install Office. When you click on this, you can then install all of the Office 365 apps. It includes things like Outlook, OneDrive for Business, and here we get Microsoft Word. Now, if you've been watching this video so far and you don't like using Word on the web, and maybe you're not a student or a teacher, so you don't qualify for the education deal, you can still get Word on your computer entirely for free. And we're going to use something called Microsoft Rewards to get Microsoft Word for free. You might be wondering, well, what is Microsoft Rewards and how will this help me get Microsoft Word? Well, Microsoft Rewards is a program that Microsoft created to reward you for using Microsoft products. So the more you use Microsoft products, the more points you get, and then you can redeem different things with those points. For example, you could get Microsoft Word, but you could also get all sorts of other things like gift cards with many different retailers. To get to Microsoft Rewards, head to the following URL. I've also included a link in the description down below. Here, you could either sign up for free if you don't yet have a Microsoft account. If you already have a Microsoft account, you can go ahead and click on Sign In. Now that we've signed in, you might be wondering, well, how do I actually earn points? Well, let me show you the 3 different ways that you can earn points. The first way to earn points is to search on Microsoft Bing. Simply head to bing.com and then you can type in your search query. Here, for example, I typed in Microsoft Word. When I conduct a search, look at that, I just earned some Microsoft points. The second way to earn points is to search using Bing on your phone. So here I'm going to type in Microsoft Word, click on search, and once again, I just earned even more points. The third way to earn points is to use the Edge browser when you're searching on bing.com. So those are the 3 different ways that you could earn points. And if you want a quick reminder of how you could earn points, on the Bing Rewards homepage over on the right-hand side, you can click on this option that says Points Breakdown. On the Points Breakdown, here you'll see how many points you've earned on a daily basis and how many potential points you can earn. You can earn up to 270 points per day, and that works out to about $10 per month or about $120 per year. And that's more than enough to buy Microsoft Word. Now, if it feels painful to have to earn all of these points, think of it this way. You likely already search on the web anyway, and so if you just make Bing part of your daily habit of searching on your PC and searching on your phone, you're going to start accruing points very quickly. And hey, you're going to get Word and lots of other things entirely for free. So once you have points earned, and up here I have a whole bunch of points because I've been using Bing as my main search engine, you can redeem your points. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see a tab that says Redeem. Let's click on that. Within Redeem, over on the left-hand side, let's click on Shop. Within Shop, you'll see all different types of gift cards that you can redeem with your Microsoft points. Here, for example, you can get an Xbox gift card, you can get Skype credit, and down below, you can shop with a whole bunch of different retailers. To get Microsoft Word for free, we're going to redeem either a gift card at Target or at Walmart. Now, if you're in a market where maybe there is no Walmart and there is no Target, there should be local retailers in your market market where you can get a gift card and then you can use that gift card to purchase Office. Once you pick up your gift card with either Walmart or Target or whoever the retailer is in your local market, here you could search for Microsoft 365, and here you could get a personal version of Microsoft 365 for only $54. Here at Target too, you could see Microsoft 365 and you can redeem this, and then you have access to Word along with all of the other Microsoft 365 applications. The only downside with Microsoft Rewards is that it's currently not available in all markets. If you're in a market that doesn't support Microsoft Rewards, well, unfortunately, this technique won't work for you, but hopefully some of the other techniques will work and you'll be able to use Word entirely for free. Alright, if you now know how to get Word for free, please give this video a thumbs up. To see future videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to see me cover any other topics in the future, leave a note down below. Alright, well that's all I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye.